Okay, Shalom, just going to quickly read from 1 Kings 8, 1 and 2 and show the proof that the biblical calendar is solar lunar. It says, Then Shlomo assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers, the children of Yasharel, unto Melech Shlomo in Jerusalem, that they might bring up the ark of the covenant of Yahweh out of the city of David, which is Zion. This is the verse that shows the true calendar. It says, All the men of Yasharel assemble themselves unto Hamelech Shlomo at the feast in the month of Ethnaim, which is the 7th month. Okay, this word, I'm going to cover it up now, and I'll go Bet Yod Resh Chet Be-Yerach. Be-Yerach. In the moon, Be-Yerach is the root word Yod Resh Chet for yerach, moon. So in the moon of Ethnaim, Ethanim, the month of Ethanim. Ethanim means fast, ever-flowing water. Okay, so there's only a certain time of the year. We're sat next to an ever-flowing stream at this time, but there are times throughout the summer months where the water streams run dry, and we know this because we go collect water from mountain springs, and some of those springs that we collect from run dry during the summer months, completely run dry. Only once we get to this season at the Tekufa, what's called the Tekufa Tishrei, the turn of the year, as mentioned in Torah, the Tekufa, in Exodus 34, I do believe, the turn of the year, the harvest festival, the festival of ingathering at the Tekufath HaShanah, the turn of the year. This is when we celebrate. Now, the Tekufath HaShanah occurs around the time of the actual autumnal equinox, but not actually on the secular equinox. It's determined by calculation, the year being split into 4 equal parts. So it roughly occurs, and the year is determined by 365 days. It's roughly around the 22nd of September where the Jewish Tekufa occurs. And the harvest festival has got to come after that date. The harvest ingathering festival has to come after that date. But the word Ethnaim means ever-flowing, and that only occurs after that date. Before that date, we're in summer, the summer season. The change occurs, and even nature itself indicates this change because the waters start flowing, ever-flowing. They don't dry up from this point on. Also, the birds indicate to us, we've got migratory birds that winter with us up in Scotland, and you only see them flying in after the Tekufa, usually about the 21st of September. Until then, these birds do not winter, they do not come in. It's the change of the season that determines. They come from the north and they come and winter with us, and that they don't start to fly in until after the Tekufa. After the Tekufa HaShanah, the turn of the year, that is mentioned in Exodus 34:22, I do believe. Let me just go check that. So there's lots of indications that this is the right time of the biblical calendar. Also, this calendar is called the moon, the full moon, which will be the full moon of Sukkoth, is called the harvest moon. Okay, so we've got that. It says here, look, this is Exodus 34:22. The festival of weeks you shall make for yourself with the first offering of the harvest of wheat, and the festival of the harvest at the changing of the year. I'll just go and get this up for you on here. So we know 22. Here, Wahag Shavuoth Ta'aseh lecha b'bekare ketzir Chotim Wachag Ha'esav, the festival of the ingathering or the harvest. Tekufath, that word there is Tekufath HaShanah, at the turn of the year. This is the turn of the year. Today is Yom Teruah. In Judaism it's called Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year. Why is it called the head of the year? Because the sabbatical years begin to be counted in the 7th month, and the Jubilee counts start in the 7th month. Once the harvest has been gathered in and you've got enough food to get you through the Jubilee year and the sabbatical year. That's why the years begin in the 7th month and the months begin counting in the 1st month, which is Aviv. And there's a lot of revelation regarding the true biblical calendar just in these 2 verses. And with that I will say